Hello everyone, this is Marta from Drop of Sunshine. Welcome back on my YouTube channel. My friends, today a little bit different video because I've decided to challenge myself with the time. It's Friday afternoon and this is kind of the busiest day during the week because on that day both of us, me and my husband, we are both working, and he's coming back from work after 3 and I am starting my shift half 4. And normally I'm just getting ready, but because I was pretty much well organized for today, going to my work, I've decided that I'm gonna be jumping in literally for 30 minutes to my studio to create something. I quickly put my camera on, my phone up, and then I set myself alarm just so I'm gonna be, watching the time. I don't wanna be late to my shift at work, and I've decided to create something. The piece of the cardstock I'm going to be creating the background. This is actually inspiration. I found a piece of the lovely pinkish color design paper in my scrap drawer, and I've decided to play a little bit with my distress oxide inks to create something which will be looking similar. The two colors I use, I think they are Seedless Preserve and the brushed corduroy, and I've just, as you can see, I just smooshed them a little bit, and here is the design paper I found, and I just fell in love with it instantly. I don't even know what's the company the paper coming from. I have it for such a long time, and as you could hear me like talking from my previous video, I've decided to finally start playing more with my scraps and with other bits and other elements which been sitting and on my drawers and other in my craft room on my shelves for far too long. So I've decided to switch it a little bit to make myself more balanced in between, to play with the new goodies, new elements, new products I am receiving, but also to make sure I'm making the good use of all the supplies which I've been gathering for all this year. Here I add a little bit of the embossing paste to this background because I wanted to have a little bit standing out. I love adding textures, I love adding other embellishments to my card, make them a little bit mixed media vibe. This is one of my favorite ways to creating the cards, and here I am just using my fingers to tear the paper to create some interesting look. I'm planning to make this strips, and I'm gonna be using a little bit of this design paper, so I'm gonna save the scrap for the other day. I could still make another card from this large piece, so I've decided I just wanna touch a little bit. Here you can see I'm keep pressing on the phone, making sure I am checking the time so I'm not gonna be late. And yeah, so I tear the paper. I am distressing it even more with my scissors, just adding a little bit extra distress to the side, making sure they're properly wrinkled. And now I'm grabbing a this sponge mat. This is actually the cork board. This is the back side of this like cork board where you can pin your messages. I found it on the supermarket and I really love it because it's great for shaping flowers and other bits. So for this middle piece, which is this lovely vintagey looking design paper in this like a grayish brownish tone, I add a little bit of the texture stamp and sprinkle it with gold embossing powder just to have a little bit of the bling, something which will catch an eye. Here you can see how I'm planning to set my composition, and now I am gonna be placing. Because my paper is a little bit wrinkled, I've decided to use the foam tape to back it up, and this way it will straighten up. If you ever have the trouble, there's a couple things you can do to straighten up your paper. You can either put it underneath the heavy book and just leave it overnight. That's the one tip. Second one, you can send it through the embossing folder. I'm not gonna do that because I have the texture paste, so I don't want the texture paste to be destroyed. But you could either send it through the embossing folder or put it in between the two plates of your die cutting machine and send it through. And third thing, which also working the best, is either use the foam tape or a sturdy paper, and use lots of the double-sided strips of the adhesive to place this wrinkle layer on top of the sturdy paper or piece of the cardboard, and that will fix it up as well. Here I'm adding a little bit of the flourish sizzle, couple of the lacy leaves, all different elements. I had this wooden shape chipboard, decorative chipboards, which I was thinking, oh, shall I add it or not? But then I eventually gave up on the idea. I've decided to use a little bit of the lace. I have this lovely lace which I love to cut into the single leaves because it has this lovely design which reminds me the leaves, and I have the bunch of the foam flowers, and this is this very cheap foam flowers you can buy on eBay. Many years ago, before I actually start making my own foam yarn flowers, I've bought excessive amount of these because they were super cheap, and I'm still having lots of them, so why not use them for some cards here and there. I also grabbed a couple of the leaves. This is the already cut out elements which I have from the craft o'clock company, and I've grabbed a couple of the leaves and a few of their flowers as well, just to filling up the space. Use what you have, my friends. I'm sure that if you look around in your studio, I'm sure you will find some elements, some ephemeras, or even if you have like a flowery stamp or something, or some leftovers from the papers, you can use some flowery dye to cut your elements and just to create something. Last, I'm finishing off my card with adding one of those chunky sentiments. This is the cardboard sentiments. They're also coming from the craft o'clock company, and I'm just adding couple extra little flowers to fill up the gaps, to just make sure the card is looking nice. That was a very quick and easy make. I almost I could feel the rush of the time, and once I was placing the Nuvo drops, my alarm went off, so that means that 30 minutes has passed by, and I'm just wrapping up the card, adding that extra few pearls. I hope you enjoyed this idea. I hope this brings you some sort of inspiration that you can look through your scraps, your elements, whatever you have, and just place everything on the desk and just try to create something out of it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy it, please don't forget to give a like, say hi in a comment, because that's really help us out as a creators. Have a wonderful day, my friends. Stay blessed, and bye bye.